Coming up on News 12 at 11, you've been waiting all day and finally it's here, but the snow and ice are already proving to be dangerous.
That's right, I'm Patrick Price, live in Columbia County with a live look at what you'll be seeing when you wake up in the morning.
And we're going to continue to see that wet weather, at least wintry precipitation, move through the overnight, but much colder air moving in back behind it. We'll have the details on that coming up.
You're watching News 12 in high definition, tracking winter weather.
And good evening once again. I'm Richard Rogers.
And I'm Meredith Anderson. We have been under a winter storm warning all day long, and tonight we can finally see why.
The rain turned to sleet, the sleet to snow, and we've got team coverage for you tonight. News 12's Patrick Price and Laura Warren braving the winter weather for us, and Chief Meteorologist Shane Butler has your forecast. But let's start here in the peaceful Edgefield Town Square, courtesy of the town of Edgefield. You can see it's under a beautiful blanket of snow that grows a little thicker by the hour. Looks like a winter postcard out there, doesn't it? Chief Meteorologist Shane Butler has been tracking this winter storm for us all day long. And Shane, we also need to let people know right up front, the Calhoun Expressway tonight completely shut down in Augusta in both directions because of those slick conditions. Obviously not the night to be out on the road.
No, and our advice to most of you out there is if you don't have to travel, don't do that at all tonight because of the hazardous road conditions out there for you. There it is, it's back for us. This is our Wheeler Road at I-20 live iCam, and you may be able to see there, we've got road covered and a little bit of snow out there even at this hour. So it is covered in some locations, so it makes it very slippery out there for us with temperatures into the upper 20s. Dew points here as well, humidity's way up there at nearly 100% with the winds out of the north at around 10 miles per hour. And we continue to see occasionally bands of this snow working from the southwest, north, and eastward, and then it transitions a little bit towards some freezing rain still going on, especially in our southeastern counties. So we worry about that. You can see it anywhere from Barnwell, Bamberg, Allendale, southward towards Sylvania, and this continues back toward Emmanuel County as well. But the back edge of the snow has already made its way into parts of Wilkes County on into Lincoln County, and it will transition and move toward the south and east, and eventually that'll work on out here. But again, main concern is this icing from Allendale back south and westward toward Millen as that moves off toward the south and toward the east. We'll see this thing starting to wind down, but still coming down in some locations out there, like right outside our door here in North Augusta. That's where meteorologist Matt Sanderson is. Matt?
Yeah, Shane, you're exactly right. Right now, some may think of this as a winter wonderland. Now, others may think of this as a winter hazard and a winter nightmare, and rightfully so. Get a look at this chair. We were looking at this earlier. You can see the glare off the chair. That's all ice. Underneath the ice, on top of the ice, we have a bunch of snow. So where that becomes important is the fact that, hey, it's already in elevated situations. It's going to be moving to the streets as well, as you can see accumulating on the grass, also trees, shrubbery, bushes, vegetation. Now, I do have a digital thermometer in my hand right here. Now, where I point this thermometer has a laser on it. Now, with this laser, it's going to indicate what the temperatures are on the street or any surface I point this to. Now, what becomes important is because if I click this on the street, it's going to show us the temperature about 21 degrees on the street. That means hazardous conditions tonight for the roadways, for cars and vehicles driving past us, moving a little too quick tonight. However, if you're hitting the roads and you absolutely have to, make sure you pay attention and pay a special warning. Shane, we'll toss it back to you to get the forecast later on for tomorrow.
All right, out the door tomorrow, at least most of this falling from the sky is pretty much going to be gone. We could be lingering with some flurries and maybe a few snow showers south and eastward, but that will depart the area. We'll have sunshine peeking through the clouds, temperatures mid-20s, lower 30s at midday, and we're talking partly sunny skies at 34. So a cold day out there, but even with some sunshine, that's still going to cause some problems out there with refreezing tomorrow night, any of that melts during the day tomorrow. We'll have more on your 7-day forecast a little bit later on. Meredith?
Thanks for that, Shane. And with the slick conditions Matt and Shane were just talking about, we're already hearing of some accidents in the area. News 12's Chad Mills joins us live from the scene of a wreck on Chime Bell Church Road in Aiken County. And was driving eastbound on Chime Bell Church Road tonight. We're told that he hit a post that had about 19 or 20 mailboxes, and then he ended up skidding off the road, and the car just wrapped around a tree there. South Carolina Highway troopers on the scene had to cut the man out of that car with a chainsaw. He was taken to the hospital with serious injuries. They are investigating the accident, but as you can see, some slick conditions out there tonight, and you can see the snow starting to accumulate on the roads. Meanwhile, lots of other not so serious accidents out there tonight where drivers have been sliding off the road and into ditches.
Let's give you a live look at our live camera network along Wheeler Road and I-20. News 12's Patrick Price is standing by not very far away from that location right there. Patrick, how's the snow looking out there this evening?
It's a beautiful sight out here, excuse me, but don't be fooled. We've already gotten some reports of some slick roads and bridges out here, and with those temperatures dropping later on into the evening, roads could get a lot more dangerous.
Wet roads and even colder temps.
Be careful. We're going to do our best to keep the roads clear tonight.
It's got road crews working extra hours to make sure there's no slipping, no sliding, and no headaches.
Watch for black ice. Just be extra cautious. Take more time. Leave early. Do your best to take things easy out there.
Matt Schlochter's been prepping for the winter storm for almost 3 days.
We've adapted the equipment that we have.
Turning maintenance trucks into salt trucks.
We put plows on the front of them. We put gravel in the back.
With over 800 miles of road in Columbia County and about 1,000 miles each in Richmond and Aiken County, it means extra caution for crews when prepping for winter weather.
We do focus on our main roads, so the Washington roads, the Columbia roads.
They also get out to towns like Appling, Grovetown, and Harlem, where the roads are less traveled, those roads more prone to treacherous conditions when the temperatures drop.
We can't get in every neighborhood. There's no way we can, so take your time coming out of your neighborhood.
But better advice from Schlochter: stay home, stay warm, and just enjoy the snow.
All right, the temperature out here is about 28 degrees from the last time I checked. Now, if you can see, we almost have about half an inch of snow. Now, it's the wet snow, and that's going to make driving conditions even more hectic. And if you can look up here onto DS Parkway, you're going to see there's no tracks. It's complete snow, and it's going to be packed down. So if you do have to get out on these roads tonight, just make sure you drive very slow and look for those paths that do have some kind of traction. That way you're not driving onto freshly packed snow. Live in Columbia County, Patrick Price, News 12.
Snow covering a thin sheet of ice. It is dangerous stuff, Patrick. Thanks for the update. Now we want to head over to News 12's Laura Warren out in a neighborhood in North Augusta, and where the kids are really enjoying this winter weather. Right, Laura?
The kids are loving it. I'm loving it. And it is really starting to come down out here. You can see these giant flakes. We've got about maybe an inch and a half on the ground now. But every kid just about in this Edisto Drive neighborhood in North Augusta is out to play in it. They are not wasting 1 second of this snow day. We've got a little snowman going here. That is looking great. And we've got some snow angels going on back here. We've got people making some very mean-looking snowballs that I have a feeling may have my name on it later. But everybody's having a great time. Who's having the best time out here?
Awesomeness.
Awesome. What's the best part so far?
Olaf.
Olaf? What is Olaf?
He's a snowman from the movie Frozen.
Oh, Olaf. Where is Olaf? Are we still working on Olaf? Okay, Olaf is coming to life right over here, and I bet you by the next time we see you, Olaf will be completely finished, but we are just having a great time out here. The snow is coming down, and these kids are just glad. Who's glad that they're out of school tomorrow? I think everybody is glad, but we will have much more a little bit later. Reporting live in North Augusta, Laura Warren, News 12.
Looks like fun, Laura. Take it easy on the kids with those snowballs, and we'll check in with you later. Enjoy it.
I don't know what the kids are happier about, the fact that it's snowing or they don't have school tomorrow. Of course, kids all over the area, very happy campers tonight for both. They waited all day for the snow, and then it finally comes when the snow goes down. A lot of parents can probably attest that while the winter weather did take its time, the kids started to get, well, a little impatient. This group of kids in Hephzibah kept themselves busy watching TV, playing with their iPads, and playing games. Mom says about every 30 minutes or so they would head outside to check on the status of the snow.
Snowball fights and snowmans. I never made a snowman.
When the snow comes, I must do a snow angel.
And now they have their chance. Hopefully by the morning they'll wake up to a healthy supply to keep them busy all day tomorrow.
And as we said, they won't have school getting in the way of all this. We're on your side with the school closings across the area. Today, a lot of counties let their students leave early to beat the bad weather that was on the way. And tomorrow, all of our local school districts are telling kids to stay home because conditions on the road are obviously pretty bad out there and slick. Schools closing their doors tomorrow include Richmond counties, Columbia, Aiken, Burke County, Barnwell, Lincoln, McCormick, and Jefferson counties. And over in Edgefield County, schools schools will also be closed tomorrow. There'll be a 2-hour delay on Thursday there. Jenkins County schools closed both tomorrow and Thursday. We've got more than 50 school daycare and church closings all listed for you on our website, up and running tonight at WRDW.com.
Meanwhile, both Georgia Governor Nathan Deal and South Carolina Governor Nikki Haley have already declared a state of emergency in both states. In Georgia, Deal has delayed the opening of state government until noon, and South Carolina National Guard soldiers are now on standby. States need to declare a state of emergency to open up the possibility of federal funds if they need it. We're on your side tonight, taking a look at flight cancellations in the area. Getting out of Augusta Regional Airport, it's going to be tough the next couple of days. 4 flights scheduled to depart for Atlanta were canceled today. The same goes for 3 flights heading to Charlotte and 1 to Washington, D.C. Over at the Atlanta airport, though, get this. Officials say this is the first time they've used snowplows since 2011, and they're reporting 910 canceled flights.
And you know we're in the age of smartphones and social media. We connect to people around the world and right here across the area with photos and videos of tonight's wintry mix. News 12's web editor Lexi Cruz in our social media set tonight. And Lexi, what a night.
Richard, we have asked for photos and we are getting notifications every minute. As the sun set, we started getting the most pics out of Lincoln County. And people out there saw some snow flurries early in the evening. There were also kids and some pups looking for snow all day long. And so was everyone else here at News 12. But in other areas, all the nightfall left was a little frozen spots like this and little snowballs, as you can see. Out in Evans, icicles were replaced with tiny snowmen later out in the night. On the South Carolina side, with much anticipation, the first flurries in nearby Edgefield left kids with pent-up energy running outside. We hear snow started to stick really well out in Saluda County later on this evening, and you're probably staring out your window right now, about to grab maybe some dinner or something like that. So go ahead and grab your cell phone, point it outside, and send us one of your photos. We love checking those online. And everyone here at News 12 does have a Facebook and Twitter page. So follow your favorite anchors and reporters.
So no school tomorrow, Lexi. Can't wait to see what the snow daytime pictures will look like. News 12 web editor Lexi Cruz, thanks so much for your help tonight.
And keep those pictures coming. We do love them. Someone wrote, "We love you, WRDW News 12, in the snow on their car." So pretty much just get creative. Coming up on News 12 at 11, you are in for an out-of-control snowball fight, we're told. How families are getting out and enjoying this weather we just don't see every day.
Hey, it's a snow night. And as we head for the break, a live look at the Calhoun Expressway from our Live Eye camera network. As you can see, shut down completely by the Richmond County Sheriff's Office earlier this evening because of the slick conditions. Again, the Calhoun closed in both directions from Washington Road all the way downtown to 12th and Green.
Here's a look at the radar. Still really watching this from Bamberg, Allendale, on through Screven and Jenkins County for some freezing rain. You get past that, and then you transition into mainly snow from Waynesboro, Burke County, back north and westward. But the edge of at least the ending of the snow is already in Wilkes and on and through Lincoln County. 1 to 3 inch snowfall totals from McCormick County back southward and toward McDuffie County. We'll have a complete look coming up.
That sounds good. Thanks, Shane. News 12's Patrick Price out in the winter weather for us again tonight. And Patrick, are you seeing any traffic out there? Hopefully not.
It is cold out here, and it seems to be getting worse. Now the wind's blowing, you have snow all over the place, and I just want to talk about traffic out here. There's not a lot. As you can see, the roads are pretty dead, and if you can look at that car going by, they're taking their time. They're going slow to make sure they're not speeding because these roads are getting slick. And if you can look up there, the snow is actually being compacted onto the road, so that's going to make for more treacherous conditions. So if you do have to get out on the roads and drive, make sure you pay attention, make sure you drive slow, and just be cautious of your surroundings. Live in Columbia County, Patrick Price, News 12.
All right, be careful out there. Thanks for the update, Patrick.
And News 12's Laura Warren's been out all day. Started as rain, turned into sleet, and tonight we've been seeing some serious snowflakes falling. Laura's out there live enjoying this unusual winter weather. So let it snow, right, Laura?
I'm telling you, this neighborhood knows how to do a snow day. I've got a hot chocolate here, and I'm telling you, it's just really tough being at work right now. But over here, these guys have already got out the sleds. They are living the dream. Look at this. I would like a ride. Look at them go, oh, wipe out. But they are having a blast. These guys over here, they're snowball fighting, and they are showing no mercy because I have been a target a couple of times. And as a matter of fact, I'm probably going to put this hot chocolate down because I have a feeling that I could be next. But just a lot of fun. Everybody's really excited. They are out of school tomorrow. We'll continue snow coverage tonight. Doesn't look like it's letting up anytime soon. Got about 1.5 inches or so on the ground already. But I did promise these guys they could get me as soon as I was done talking. So y'all are allowed to snowball me at this point. Yes, now. Okay, back to you reporting live in North Augusta. Laura Warren, News 12.
Oh, to be within firing range right now. Laura, have a good time out there. It looks like it's 11:36 at night, and what are they doing? Playing in the snow.
Because they can. There's no school tomorrow. Classes canceled for pretty much everyone in the area tomorrow, but a lot of fun.
They'll be going till midnight and beyond, we're sure.
They will. Coming up on News 12 at 11, we're not the only ones dealing with winter weather. The Midwest, ooh, they are in a deep freeze with wind chills in the negatives.
Cold that hurts right there. And on a cold night when half the nation's focused on ice and snow, the president takes center stage in Washington. We'll check in on the State of the Union address. President Obama gives his 2014 State of the Union address this evening, where he addresses what he plans to do in the upcoming year. Danielle Nottingham has the latest from Washington, D.C.
President Obama used his State of the Union address to push for income equality. The president says he wants to expand economic opportunity for all Americans.
Even in the midst of recovery, too many Americans are working more than ever just to get by.
President Obama says he'll sign an executive order raising the minimum wage for new federal contract workers to $10.10 an hour. He wants Congress to raise it for everyone else.
Say yes. Give America a raise.
The president also announced a new retirement savings option for workers who don't have 401ks called MyRA.
MyRA guarantees a decent return with no risk of losing what you put in.
After years of gridlock on Capitol Hill, President Obama is using his executive authority to achieve policy goals and bypass an uncooperative Congress.
Wherever and whenever I can take steps without legislation to expand opportunity for more American families, that's what I'm going to do.
Republicans warn raising the minimum wage will cost jobs. President Obama is taking his message on the road starting Wednesday with stops in 4 states. Danielle Nottingham, CBS News, Capitol Hill.
The argument over a potato farm in Aiken County seems to be over tonight. The Friends of the Edisto, a group that sued to stop the potato farm, has settled out of court. Walther Farm agreed to reduce the amount of water it withdraws from the South Edisto River by 50%. The supplier of potatoes for the Frito-Lay company had planned to pump 9.6 billion gallons water out of that river every single year.
We are not the only ones dealing with winter weather tonight. Much of the nation getting hammered by this hard freeze. The Midwest is in a deep freeze right now, and much of the South could see several inches of snow tonight. Chicago is seeing bitter cold temperatures with wind chills in the negatives, and even in a city used to snow, they're seeing a salt shortage. And Ohio seeing snow rollers, almost like snow tumbleweeds, formed by the wind.
So kind of puts things into perspective. If you're cold tonight, we're gearing up for wintry weather, wintry mess too, as the snow continues to fall. We've already seen sleet and ice, and well, as you've seen, the snow is really starting to stick out there. Temps are expected to keep dropping tonight too. This is a live look at I-20 near Grovetown on one of our live eye cameras, and you can, well, barely see except for the snow flashing by the front of the camera. Bottom line here, do not drive in this if you don't have to.
And the good news is not many people are out tonight.
No.
Calhoun Expressway closed, by the way, all the way from Washington Road to downtown.
Yeah, so just do what the kids do. Stay up late, play in the snow, enjoy it because it is going to be gone as quickly as it was here. Sports is next, and a complete washout of high school sports tonight.
A lot of makeups in the next week or so. For Fox Creek, they'll make up their game Thursday night against North. The Predators ranked in the top 10 and have peaked at #1 a few weeks ago. These guys believe they can win a state title, and there's no reason to doubt that. Kevin's in with how a loss a couple of weeks ago may have served this team well. Thanks, Kevin. Well, coming up on News 12 at 11, we're on your side with all the school closings.
All of this, of course, because of the winter weather.
One quick last look at the school closings across the area because of this winter weather. These districts will be closed on Wednesday.
And over in Edgefield County, schools will be closed tomorrow, and there will be a 2-hour delay Thursday. Jenkins County schools are closed both tomorrow and Thursday. In fact, we've got more than 50 closings listed on our website. So for the latest, head there. There's no way we have time to mention them all in the
It's
air.
a lot to cover, and the snow is still falling.
Yeah, take a look at the radar. That you see in white, that is all snow. The area in pink, that is freezing rain. We still have that threat, especially south and eastward. But snowfall totals so far ranging from 1 to 3 inches, maybe a little more in some spots before it's all said and done. And it will taper off from the north and west, heading south and eastward overnight. But we're going to see more accumulating snow into the wee hours of the morning. So for that reason, starting out tomorrow, it's going to be hazardous out there road-wise because of the freezing precipitation that's on the ground. It's not going anywhere. It may melt a little bit toward the afternoon, but refreezing tomorrow night with temperatures into the mid and upper teens. But sunshine is back in full force late in the week into the weekend. A little bit of warmth coming our way, mid-60s.
And maybe we can leave you tonight where we started, right there in the old town square of Edgefield. Not a better sight than that right there.
It looks like a postcard, doesn't it? A peaceful dusting of snow across the area, but do not drive on it if you can help it. Be safe out there.